Hello, everyone. Welcome to Interesting Stories. Let's get started. On a heavy, rainy afternoon, Clarissa tossed her 3-month-old twins onto the bed and said coldly, "I don't care if they live or die. I'm leaving." Then she walked out, leaving her husband, David Reyes, alone in a cramped motel room holding the babies in his arms, tears falling silently down his cheeks. With no money and no family, David strapped the twins to his chest and rented a pushcart to haul goods at the local market. Every step was met with pity, mockery, and sometimes cruel insults. But he just held his daughters closer and whispered, "I may not be rich, but I'll be the best father in the world." One day, an elderly neighbor named Margot, poor but kind, offered to look after the twins. From that day on, she became their second mother, bathing them, rocking them to sleep, loving them as if they were her own. Emma and Eliza grew up between two hearts, a silent father and a mother by love, not blood. At 18, both sisters were accepted into medical school. David was overjoyed, but cried quietly in his room. He didn't have enough for even one tuition, let alone two. He knocked on doors of wealthy homes, offering to work for free in exchange for an opportunity. Every offer was rejected. That night, he knelt on the floor and prayed in silence. In the next room, his daughters lay awake, crying too, just as quietly. They postponed college and worked as waitresses. No begging, no shortcuts, no shame. 7 months later, using saved tips and answered prayers, they opened a small diner. Simple, warm, honest, just like them. One day, they found a black leather suitcase filled with cash and sensitive documents. Instead of keeping it, they returned it, expecting nothing in return. The next day, the suitcase owner returned Lucian Grant, a powerful businessman. He didn't offer cash. He gave them a building to open a restaurant. "Because of you," he said, "I salvaged a massive deal." The sisters ran to the market, found their father, and hugged him tight right in the middle of a stunned crowd. For the first time in nearly 20 years, David's eyes sparkled with joy. A weary woman applied to wash dishes at their new restaurant. No one recognized her. It was Clarissa, the mother who left them in hunger and cold. When the truth came out, Emma spoke through tears. "My mother is Margot, not the one who abandoned us." But Eliza held her sister's hand. "I know it hurts, but I can't turn her away. Not now." Clarissa was forgiven. They gave her a role in management, but soon she became controlling, insulted staff, and even spoke ill of David. Emma snapped, "Don't you dare speak of our father, the man who carried this world on his back for us." They let her go, but still supported her, setting up a small shop so she could live independently. The restaurant chain flourished. Their father, now retired, lived like royalty. The sisters chose not to return to medical school because they realized this diner is God's blessing for our father. They even arranged for him to meet a kind widow with 2 kids. She became his new love, his second chance. On their wedding day, the 2 sisters, their father, and their new mother walked down the aisle together, symbolizing a family rebuilt from broken pieces. If this story moved you, leave a message for the fathers, mothers, or anyone who sacrificed quietly, never asking for thanks. And if you believe small acts of kindness can change entire lives, Hit like, share, and subscribe to Interesting Stories, where we tell the stories that seem ordinary but are more extraordinary than you think. See you in the next one, because every life has a story worth telling.